Hey guys, I'm in front of Cinema One. We're going in and see if I can find some Black Friday deals. So let's go ahead. It's Bloodlust. It's a Mondo Macabre. Get the Critters box set. Deadbeat at Dawn. Domestics. Humankind. The last movie here. Lady Ice looks interesting. Some cold white titles. Hey, how you doing? All right. There's tomorrow. This is my favorite season of this. I'm happy to have one copy on Blu-Ray. Cremator's. That looks interesting. This is your factory and collectible section. There's the baby there. Addiction. I'll take this one out instead. Enter the Devil. I like the look of this one here.
No problem. Have a great day, guys. Merry Christmas.
Black box there. That's interesting. This is a complete trimmer set. That's an okay price for that one. Still need to pick up Trick or Treat. See here. Drama section. Put that around for a second.
I don't have any of them. It looks like they're currently discontinued, so feel free to order them. Sorry about that. Oh. It looks like I might actually be able to order them. They're $59.99.
Diamonds of Kilimanjaro.
$59.99. Sorry about that. Bye-bye.
Alright guys, I'm gonna look around now and see what I can find. Alright, welcome to the haul portion of the video. I got 6 things here. I picked up 5 things from Cinema One and I got 1 thing from Walmart, which is from the previous video. So I guess I'll just show you what I got. Okay, so first up, we have American Horror Story Cult. I'm really interested in seeing how this one finishes up. I did start watching this one when it first came out, but at the time I wasn't really in the mood to see this one because of the way the election went, and it was a little too raw at first. But I started watching it, and I really enjoyed. I got about halfway through this one. This one takes place just after the 2016 presidential election, and it deals with that, and also it combines the creepy clown sightings that were really prevalent at the end of 2016 around Halloween. People remember there was like a bunch of people that were standing in backyards and jumping out of graveyards and all kinds of creepy stuff that were caught on tape and stuff, and people were freaking out. So that kind of combines those two things into this season. So looking forward to finishing this and seeing how this plays out. I really do love this artwork though, with the bees and the kind of exposed brain thing and the honeycomb. All right, next up, this is the only thing that's non-horror or genre for this update, and that's season 1 of The Deuce. This is an HBO series which stars James Franco and Maggie Gyllenhaal. This one, I think, takes place at the start of the 70s porn era. Like, that's when porn became really popular. They started making movies, because back in the day, pornographic cinema was really truly cinema. Like, these movies actually had plots and everything. They were shot on film. It's not like today where it's all just like people messing around with the cameras. They actually had plots and stuff like that. And they weren't even necessarily even like spoof films like we get today. But so basically that's what this is about. I do like the back of this. It's got that nice 70s looking border on that, as you would see back in the day. Hopefully this is a really cool show, and I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. Okay, next up, this is the only movie that I picked up in this haul, and that is Candyman, and this is the Scream Factory edition. I know the Arrow edition actually has better packaging, and I think it has more special features too. I think it has like 3 short films on it that's not on this set. I am happy to have this. I just wish I had gotten this sooner, because Tony Todd was actually in town at the end of September, and I wanted to have him sign something, a movie, but it was going to probably cost like $40 or whatever, and it was nothing I really had that I wanted to have him sign. I do have this movie on DVD, but I didn't want to get that signed because I knew this release was coming out. So hopefully he'll be at like next year's Motor City Nightmares or something, and maybe at some point, or maybe the Motor City Comic Con or whatever, and I can get him to sign this then. So I do like this film. It is my favorite horror movie of the 90s, and I'm looking forward to watching this one. My wife is curious about this one, so I'm gonna watch it with her soon. All right. Okay, back to the box sets. It seems like I've been picking up a lot of the TV shows this season for whatever. We have American Gods, season 1. Really interested in checking this one out. Not too sure what this was even about. I've only seen a few minutes of this one. The very beginning was like a big flashback thing with some Vikings. But I think this deals with like gods and demigods that are walking amongst the earth in the modern day. So this one looks kind of interesting. It stars Ian McShane, so can't wait to see this. Hopefully this one's a decent watch. Next up, we have another release from Starz, and it's the 3rd season of Ash vs. the Evil Dead, or Ash vs. Evil Dead as it says here. I do like this show. I really enjoyed last season. The first season was kind of stretched out for me. Like, I'm really tempted if I had any editing ability, I would go back and edit that thing down to like a 2-hour movie, because it was so dragged out in that first season. I'm just hoping that this season ends with a proper ending, because I'm really worried, because I know this one was canceled. So I don't know if they're planning a season 4 in the middle of this, which they probably were. So I'm hoping this doesn't have any kind of funky cliffhanger endings that'll leave me stuck, I guess. This is what happens when they cancel TV shows. And last up for this haul is the 8th season of Fear the Walking Dead. And I was really surprised that this was as cheap as it was. It was like under $20. I initially had picked this up at the DVD version of this at Walmart when I picked up the American Horror Story. But then when I got to Cinema One, I saw that it was basically the same price, but it was better because it was Blu-ray instead of DVD. So I brought back the DVD copy at Walmart and got a refund and went and picked this one up instead. So I do like the show. And a lot of people have stopped watching it after the beginning of season 7. I guess those 2 brutal deaths were too much for a lot of people, the casual viewers. So they're pretty much stuck with a lot of diehard, like, you know. I probably wouldn't watch the show anymore too, but I like my zombies, so what are you going to do? Alright guys, that's my update. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.